All right. We are having microphone or not microphone. Problems with our webcam today. Is it? There we go. Why aren't you working? Come on, come on. Hair. Unable to connect. Why? Why? Come on. Pair. Pair, you stupid thing. If it doesn't work after this pairing sequence, I'm just gonna forget it and move on. 1, 2, 3, 4 fights. And then either into a camp into a burning elite or camp into a regular elite. Then we can do this. That's actually a pretty good route into slime boss. I kind of like that. I kind of like it quite a bit. Rotate relic. Oh, that's a really good relic. That's a really good starting relic. Okay, apparently, apparently, my, apparently my camera just isn't gonna work today. No camera, I guess. Which is fine. It's not the end of the world, I suppose. I suppose I should have blocked for 5 there, but it's fine. I like Cleave here. Cleave's alright. Rather block a little bit extra. Here we go. That. A little unlucky, but that's fine. Feel no pain, Cleave, or Iron Wave. Let's be kind of lean into exhaust style cards, which I already kind of want to do because exhaust style cards are really good. And the Iron Wave and the Cleave are good. I think the Feel no pain is the pickup I'm going to go for here. Remove a card? Absolutely. It's alright. We kind of want to try and get beat up into Red Skull range anyways. Blood Potion's really good for us here. Double Tap is a pretty good card. Go for this extra fight. Times 2. Damn. Do we want a shrug or another key? I think an Infernal Blade actually might not be a terrible pickup here. That's getting the immediate upgrade treatment, though. We have a blood potion to keep us going if we need to. I'm going for it. Oh, we got the good one. Hmm. I think it's technically a misplay. Could have double struck this guy, but that's fine. Should have played Feel No Pain there, but it's fine. I'm getting way too greedy with my offense. Yeah, Feel No Pain would have saved like 12 damage there by the end of it all. Pocket Watch, really good. I'll grab a shrug. We'll take a little snooze here. Matryoshka. Good pickup. We're going to go this way, get an extra campfire out of it, even though we're going to a shop a little bit early. Get one good relic. Or a good card. I am looking to... I'm looking at either Preserved Insect or the Frozen. I do like both. And Preserved Insect helps us a lot in the upcoming act. Or just in general, really. I very well need to pick up this Severed Soul, however. Severed Soul activates a lot of my block instances, and I don't need a ton of it in this fight. And getting rid of, you know, double tap and a defend for 8 while dealing 16 damage against a secondary slime is pretty decent. However, I think at the end of the day, I get 2 chests. I get 2... I could also learn... Because it's really early, I don't need to get tiny chest for my Matryoshka, because I will inevitably get this. This will just speed it up a bit. But it requires 2 floors in Act 2, because I'm not going to this one unless disaster strikes with this regular fight here. So I think the correct play here is going to be the Preserved Insect. I think it's favorable to style, mostly. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll take a double tap improvement. Makes it so that I can actually play 1 costs effectively with it. There we go. Block 10. Give us a little bit of block. Oh, excellent. Victory. For this fight, none of these cards are particularly good for this fight. But except for even the spot weakness or clothesline are not particularly good for this upcoming fight. However, clothesline is really good into an elite. So is the blood for blood. Blood for blood's less good into the elite. But the clothesline is really good into either elite that I'm going to get here. So, and it's also really good in Act 2. So we'll take the clothesline. And honestly, that's not a bad set of cards. 6 cards is a little steep, but I'm kind of content with it overall. I think there's a good balance of cards there. Taking 6 damage here to take him out for what is effectively free. Stone Calendar, very good for this upcoming fight. I was a little bit concerned about whether or not I was going to have a tool to finish this fight effectively. Fire Breathing does just straight up solve this fight. But you do get trash on a semi-regular basis as the game progresses. So it's not terrible. So I think I take it here. 29 hit points with a plated steel, and honestly with 1, 2 extra defensive measures, maybe even a third, you can call it. I think we can actually just get away with it. Now the question is, what do I upgrade? I think upgrade comes back to clothesline. For everything, dealing an extra 4 damage per mess of a card draws is pretty good too. Going to 50-something HP is not helpful to us with our Red Skull. So I think we actually upgrade the lead here, interestingly enough, because it's going to help us against more slimes. It does more damage as the fight progresses. And there's a lot of area in the second act. This is not ideal. But at least they get the vulnerable. $13 brings me down. That's a break. I don't want to break this upcoming turn. Or that turn. I want to break this turn. This is 18. This would be 22. No, that's plus 4, so 23. This is... 24. It's actually slightly more. He splits here and we start drawing disaster stuff for him. This is actually really good here. Actually, I think I just win. Yeah. Double tap, going the distance. So, Fiend Fire just enables us for so much. I really do like Feed. Like, I really like Feed. And Feed is particularly good with Red Skull because that means that I get higher health. It's half value, but higher health for the Red Skull benefit. It just overall makes it less dangerous. The Fiend Fire is just so good, though. It's so good on offense. It lets me just solve fights, especially with Pocket Watch. Having Pocket Watch makes it so easy, and killing elites will be very, very easy with it too, them being down 25% health. So we'll take the Fiend Fire. I'm in a position where I think I can actually afford to take a P-Box. So let's do it. Okay. 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 We got one upgrade debt for sure, but that's not bad. We want to upgrade the Fiend Fire for sure. So Fiend Fire upgrade. Barricade upgrade. We got a spot weakness, so we have some scaling too. These four are phenomenal cards. This isn't a bad card. It's either I play it and block for 10, or I don't play it and I block for 4. Well, 3. These are whatever. Fiend Fire trash, but it's fine. I'll take it. Not terrible. Also, I got 1 potion in that entire mess. Alright, we are not looking for an early shop here. Double elite? That's pretty rough. Get a shop right at the end if we go that way, though. That's a little bit greedy, but I think we could do it. Between Stone Calendar, between these 4 relics, and Fiendfire, I think we'll be okay. Block 6. There we go. And then we block, full block. This hand sucks. At least I'm blocking for free, but still, oh. Oh boy. Yeesh. Taking the 1 damage here is not that bad. It sucks a little bit, but not that bad. Okay. This is currently dealing 10. I can make it deal 12 per. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instances of this. This is actually just breaking even. If I play this first, I can't do that. It also blocks really, really well. I won't get the feed off, but Oh, we do kill because of the combustion. I need some more forms of block, and Iron Wave is a bad version of that. But we're gonna skip here, I think. I suppose I could have played the combustion here so that they would just take 5 damage at the end of every turn, but... Oof. I don't have another 1 damage attack option. Unfortunately. That isn't insufficient for feed. So I'm just gonna cut the damage in half instead. Oh, now we're in Red Skull range. Okay, excellent. Darn, 1 off. I thought it was gonna be enough. Hey. So one thing I hate about P-Box. If you're not careful, it'll ruin you. Shrug it off. We might find a good relic here. This is a good relic. That's a big full heal there. I'm tempted to take a third shrug, just to fill out my defenses. All right, let's go. Well, this is kind of just a bit of a depressing start. One, 2, 3, 4. It's 20. I only need... Yeah, I need 4. So we'll just play this on there. Get rid of him. Double tap the clothesline. We take a little bit less damage here. Feel no pain. Clothesline. Block 6 of the 8. Twice. No, I'm taking a bit of a beating here, but it's fine. $22. Actually, is my feed in the draw pile? We'll just hold off for one more turn. I can take 2 damage to get into this. To be able to get the feed. Strength potion is pretty good here, but I think we'll pass. We'll discard this for that. Headbutt's pretty good. So is Sword Boomerang, but Headbutt Plus is really, really helpful. It helps us tutor cards by 1. These are both too good to not pick up here. Am I crazy enough to do this? I think a camp before 2 elites is probably a lot better. Because we need this upgrade on the Fiendfire to have that extra reach to guarantee kills on a regular basis. All right. Look at that. Also, I should have played the fire breathing. Because I knew I'm going to get a bunch of dazes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 11 is 66. I get no block, although I'm getting no block anyways. This would be unplayable now. It's fine. I get 9 block here, so it's fine. Dead here, I think. But I just died. Yep. That's a shame. Alright, let's see if we can't get this camera working. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See if I can't get this working. Pairing failed. All right. Very well. I see how it is. No camera. All right. In that case, let's see here. Hex. Hmm. There's one route with 3 elites, but otherwise it's going to be 2 elites. Hmm. I think that our best options are going to be probably this route here. So I want to get a colorless card and hope that it's something like Dramatic Entrance. Discovery's pretty okay. Not terrible. Because we can get cards like Bludgeon sometimes. There we go. Peace Strike is probably my best card pick here. Here we are. Cultist Potion healed up. Whirlwind's not a bad pickup here. It solves a lot of hallway fights. We do need a pretty drastic upgrade for it, though. Uh, is plus 10 damage here better than maybe plus 3 on the next card and then plus 1 to 4, 3 on the next? I think this is technically better. So I'm just going to take the hit here. So it's technically better. Because I know that I can do this. Anger's good. We're going to take a single question mark, which happens to also be a fight. Oh gosh. One moment. Alright, I'll take an immolate. 8 plus 31. Would not be enough to kill this guy. But I blocked for 12. So, that's good. Alright. I'll take an impervious. Play that, get out of my deck to block the extra point of damage. This is definitely going to do more. 2 turns, because I can potentially kill here. And I do. I like Metallicize here. Kinda. We can go for this fight. I feel strong enough for it. Strike. This is better. This is better value. It's -1 damage, but I get +5 health. Cool. All right. That's a rough turn. Juggernaut pulling through here. Phantographs, excellent. Perfect strike number 2, or an armaments, or a skip. I can take a skip here. Actually, we only get one. We're only gonna get 1 upgrade. armaments, and then we upgrade the armaments, I think, and then we never have to upgrade anything ever again. Always bad face. Ornamental fan is pretty good here. Immolate. Boom. I think 0 damage if I do this. Like, yeah, my next turn may not turn out particularly well. It's 15. Otherwise, I have 12. I have 17 damage. Not enough. But it's fine. I could dupe potion there, but I think there's better uses of a dupe potion. Almost. It's always 1 point off. Omamori, nice. We don't want any of this. Oh gosh. Take only 1 damage this turn. I mean, blocking 7 by doing absolutely nothing is really, really good. A really strong pickup. Don't want any of that. Don't want this. Alright, Gremlin Knob. Please me a good offense card. I'll take a P-Strike. Upgrading both is a lot. There's a decent chance that I just win here. Actually, no, there isn't. I'm hoping for the Impervious. Okay. Good. Blood Vial. Brutality's pretty good, but I don't think I want it. Bloodletting is also really, really good, but again, I don't think I want it at this time. Oh, actually, yeah. Take 3 to take. Take 3 to take 1. Take 0. And he upgrades this turn. A Wild Strike. There we go. None of that. So the problem is that healing here does not yield me a lot. So I think I actually want to smith, and I want to smith the whirlwind. That is a significant amount of damage. And just move on. Oh yeah, I also have Fantagraphs. I don't think I'm gonna need the regen potion for this fight. Come on. Okay, I need this for the rest of the fight. That's more damage. I think I just lose here. 3 times this is 30 something. Yep, I just lose. I'm making some bad macro and my bad macro decision somewhere, I think. Alright, I'm gonna go make some coffee. I will be back in a minute. I might swap over to another game. I'm not sure. We'll see. Stand by. All right. I has returned. We're gonna get back to this. I think we're gonna do one more run, and then we might change things up from there. We'll see. Normally I'm finished at this time, but we're gonna just keep going. I don't have to work today, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. I really like the random common, although transforming a card is also really, really good. I think adding cards at the beginning is becoming increasingly bad, uh, from my perspective. I kind of like this middle path right here. We get one less elite in it. I kind of like, although I do like this. We get 3 fights, 2 question marks, an elite, a camp, and then 2 elites into another camp. And then potentially, if we're crazy enough, we could try and take on the burning elite. So, I kind of like it. Common Relic will really help a lot with that, although plus 14 max health also does help a fair bit. Losing all gold is not that bad. 100 gold for 14 HP is pretty good. That's about a relic and a half, actually, now that I think about it. Because I'm thinking about this. Would we ever buy STS relics? Because I believe, and we're gonna double check this, but there's no common relic like the strawberry, which is plus 7. So you get half the amount, and if you were to buy that as a common relic, it'd be 150 gold. If you were to buy the pear, which gives you 10, it'd be about 200, and the mango, which gives you 14, is a rare. So it's 300 gold for 14 HP. Like, I don't think that's a particularly great buy, personally, but at 100 gold, that's pretty good. It's cheaper. It's significantly cheaper than the than any of them, and it's twice as much as the cheapest relic. Also, I didn't realize that that Magic Flowers was only an Ironclad relic. I did not realize that. Makes sense, but still. So, now a random common relic is 14 HP better than a random common relic? Arguably, yes. But this also makes campfires stronger. And if we... I'm just trying to think up my plan here. I can get 3 fights, 2 question marks into an elite, into a camp, into an elite. The main thing here I'm thinking is if I go plus 14 HP, that's plus 4 on the rest, on the resting. Plus 5 for the resting, actually, because of HP thresholds. So plus 5 on the rest. So that's another 5 HP if I rest as well. So that's 21 hit, or 19 hit points plus for... Yeah, it's 14 hit points, and then it's plus 5 every time I rest after that. So it's actually going to be probably something along... I'm probably going to end up resting here or here. Now, that is effectively... Now, it's not as good as a Regal Pillow. And now that's basically better than a Regal Pillow because I get the permanent and the regular. It's about 1 hit less from Preserved Insect. It's not comparable to these to a number of other things. I think it's comparable or slightly better in a lot of cases. It's better than Meal Ticket. So I think this is actually... Now, I don't lose anything, so I get effectively a relic plus 100 gold. So this is... So this and this is... Do I want to give up 250 gold for 14 max HP? No. So it's the relic. And we get the meal ticket. Okay. If we're feeling a little beat up after 2 fights, we can always just skip out and go here for a meal ticket and hope for a good event that gives us cash. That does mean that we don't really get the value out of it later on, but that's okay. Probably won't go in our cycle, but that's fine. It's a habit to take care of. Let's go Twin Strike here. We're gonna be fighting a lot of leads. We're really gonna want to be aggressive. Take 6 here to pretty much all but guarantee the win next turn. I either block completely or I get the kill, and that's good there. Headbutt is a good card to have. This does more. Good strike. Not enough. Only 1 point off, but that's okay because if I get anything with the strike, yeah. Cleave. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, buddy. And we're gonna be sleeping. Oh, hey, a shop. So, these 3 cards are not particularly great on their own. Slime Boss. I could take an Evolve on sale. It would also help with the Sentries. And I think I can definitely go for a remove here. Do it. Lagavulin. We like this. That's actually the perfect draw for turn 2. Play 1 defend just to kind of keep the HP thresholds in a decent spot. 23. It's a little bit rough. Oh, no, wait, we just died. All that thinking, and all I get is a big smack on the head. I kind of deserve that. Man, we do have a 1 HP Elite Avenue. I kind of like this. Like, it's 1 HP Burning Elite specifically. If I get it, that's pretty awesome. And it sends us actually in a pretty alright path, too. Unfortunately, we have to have a dead floor with a shop, probably. But there are worse problems to have. Oh my goodness, seriously. I'm only gonna get 2 more card rewards, so I have to make sure I pick really, really good cards here. Guardian, Metallicize into Guardian is pretty strong. Wild Strike is also really, really good. Like, decent. We're gonna go Wild Strike here. Buy 2 potions. Those are some pretty good potions. A chest. Oh, Dark Parapet. I think it's actually just fine to just take the Sapphire Key here. It's not too often that I actually want to take the Curse. But bonus 6 max HP is pretty wild. I may not gain a whole lot of curses. I think I'm just gonna take the Sapphire Key now. A second Metallicize and a Power Through. I'll take a Power Through. We have a Wild Strike already. We don't really need an Inferno Blade, although Inferno Blade is pretty tempting. I think we're just gonna go for a remove on a strike and kind of keep going. 1 HP Burning Elite, so what am I gonna complain about? Nothing. Vajra. And there's the Evolve that kind of counteracts my the entire downside of every card that I have so far. Fear Potion over Strength Potion. Or Flex Potion. We're gonna... Yeah. And then we are going to Smith this Wild Strike, because 17 damage for 1 is, in fact, pretty wild. Wow. Nothing. I don't want another dead floor. We need more fights. Ember, why are you eating gummies again? Put those back. No, put them back. Like, put them back in the box. It is the morning. You should be having breakfast, not gummies. Go put them away. Yes, go put them away. All right, there we go. I really like this uppercut. For this very reason. The 1-2, half dead. Just like that. Excellent. And if I need the Flex Potion for this turn to win, I have it. Yep, 10 damage. Perfect. Boom. Oh. Oh. This is turning out fantastic. I'll upgrade the uppercut here. The bonus weakness and vulnerable is just too good. Taking 1 damage here. Deal 9 or take 3. I have a ton of health. Is that enough to kill here? It is. Awesome. I should have actually thought that through a little bit more. I think I can actually take the fire breathing. Yeah. Over the course of a long fight, I can absolutely take it. And it just wins this. Let's add 2 wounds because why not? I should have attacked this guy. That's fine. It's 19 and it's enough. It saves me health. Oh wait, no, I don't get to play that. I'm an idiot. Misplays. It's fine. It's fine. Mercury Hourglass. I'll take a feed over this. That's pretty much my deck though. I can't add anything else. Upgrade the disarm, I think. Yeah. Basically just shut this guy right down. It does sufficient damage to just take him right out. I'm actually just gonna do that and get my game plan going. Because this way, all my wounds will actually just do damage and punch him in the mouth. Take 0. Big, a measly 8 damage. 4 damage. Do I try to greed this? I think I do, actually. Because a simple 4 damage is what is nothing. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna pass that. That is phenomenal. I didn't greet it in the way that I was kind of hoping, but that's okay. Oh, he's gonna take a good little chunk of damage here. Alright. And we should be able to go around another cycle to get, Curious, what was I trying to greed? I was trying to greed the cycle over for another hit with the Wild Strike. Basically, I was trying to greed an extra 13 damage. Just because I have the health to do it. So I was like, I'm not gonna lose, so it's not really all that greedy, but it's more like, do I want to just try and go for it? In the end, I don't think it ends up mattering. But Now we are looking to try and get the feed off, and I probably shouldn't have actually played that there, because if I draw 2, nope, I only drew 1. So if I drew 2 wounds, that would have just died. No, I tried to play. I was gonna play Wild Strike, but Wild Strike would have gotten him to curl up. So I played a Strike instead, and I was going to get I was going to get 1 card on the deck cycle. So I was hoping. For a very. It was very low probability. I ended up getting a uppercut, which actually technically works out better, in my opinion, because that would have got me the vulnerable and the weaken. So it just keeps him in the position of he does no damage. In the end, I think it didn't really matter. I think it's one of those like smaller value plays that doesn't ultimately matter, because I was taking so little damage. I think I could probably have not blocked that entire fight and still come out alive, because he was doing so little damage. Because upgraded disarm against the Guardian just turns him into a wall that you just keep smacking until it falls over. The correct answer here is Fiendfire, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. It is a bit of overthinking, but I think it's one of those things that I try to keep myself in, like, thinking more about the microplays, because the microplays are the things that often kill me. So I'm trying to get into the habit of thinking there more, so that I am thinking there more often, so that I actually get to the math of things that I should a little bit more. It's an obvious Fiendfire here, right? There's no reason for it not to be, especially with us generating trash. Okay. So I really like Sacred Bark. Like, I really like Sacred Bark. But we're pretty strong. Like, going into the next act. Yeah, Exhume would have been the alternative. I think there is a path for the alternative with the feed as well. Kind of just go for this attrition style deck. But the main reason that I think it's still better for Fiendfire, and the main reason I think Fiendfire is better, is because I have Uppercut Plus, and I have Paper Frog. Paper Frog just makes this go burr if they ever have vulnerable. Plus 75% damage on a Fiendfire is really good. Now, I don't have a card draw outside of Evolve, which, you do this once or twice. You get 1 or 2 a round of these, and throw in an Evolve, throw in a Fire Breathing, and you just burn the entire everything. Which, all 3 of these really need upgrades. I have a lot of upgrade debt, actually, which is kind of the big scary problem. Like, I really want Fire Breathing upgrade, because that's +4 for every wound, which is pretty strong, and it's to the entire board. I really want the Fiendfire upgrade, because that's +3 for every card. Evolve is an extra card, which is insanely good. Wound I want because it's extra 5 block on one. It's +5 stat on a card, which is good as well. Same thing with the Wild Strike, +5 stat when it's unupgraded. So I actually think that we're really well suited to fight elites in the second act. So especially something like Stabby Book, right? That's the most terrifying elite of them all, usually. I don't fear Stabby Book with this deck. I actually am worried about Gremlin Leader. More the boys, actually. The boys is probably the worst. But we're going to go fight some elites. It's right here. Let's see. We don't really want to shop just yet. We could also just not get a shop. And then we can go for elite camp into another camp. So we can get 3 camps, which is actually really good. 3 upgrades. There is a 3 elite route with with early shop options and a late shop. Nope, no late shop. But I don't get any campfires. I really want these upgrades. So we're gonna go this away. Do we want 1 extra fight? Or do we want just 2 fights? I want just 2 fights, actually. We'll just take 2. This is a less than desirable opening turn. I will take 3. I'm not blocking for 3. It's just not worth it. Evolve, power through, strike. Okay. Blocking 6 is fine here. There we go. Oh, wait. If I can, then I will. Very strong chance to get the feed off here. Odds are going down. Alright. Let's see. Can I get it? Nope. Damn. Distilled Chaos. Burning Pact is a very welcome thing here. That'll let me just cycle through the mess and get a bunch of stuff out faster. Alright, question mark time. Burn a card. Is there a card I would like to burn? Yes. A strike. Well, now I feel silly. This is +2 cards, and I lost the card removal, but I get bites, which gives me healing. Healing is pretty good. +2 health every once in a while. Probably once per fight at least, which is better than the Blood Vial. Plus, besides I get damage, and I play strikes on occasion anyways. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll take a Namicon. Enrich the Dawn? However you say it. I'll take it. Bonus power at the start of combat. Getting a power that costs 0. Yeah, I'll take it. Ooh, Dark Embrace. I just need medical kit at this rate. Yeah, just do this. heal up half the damage and keep the pressure on. We. It's 22 damage. It's a lot of damage coming. All right. Well, we're not getting the feed, so we're just gonna play this. I like this Seeing Red Plus here. I think that's very, very helpful. Palicize. And
Greetings, traveler.
Rashuzu, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you come around a second time. Unfortunate that is only 8 damage.
Greetings, traveler.
And Pine Foresta. Forestza. There we go. Thank you also. I'm playing Seeing Red here for a bite. That's not worth it. All right. So this is doing 8, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 8. I should just look at this number. That's why it's on. 5 times 8 is 40. A lot of damage. What's my draw pile? I kill this guy most of the time. 3 times 8 is sufficient, so I kill this guy most of the time. So I'm willing to just do this. Get a head start here. Really? Oh, come on. Any of these would have been perfect. Am I just dead here now? I think I'm just dead here now. Yeah. Misplay. Misplay. Damn. I should have just fiend fired the freaking wizard. Should have just fiend fired the wizard. That was dumb. Should have looked at my health a bit. Again, it's the micro plays. It's always the micro plays that get me. Alright, we are going to be getting an ad in a second here, so I'm just going to run that. I gotta take the dog outside anyway, so I will be back momentarily, and we'll go one more run for sure. And hopefully I can get my camera working. All right. Oh, gotta get rid of that. Back with some ads. All right. Usually the common relic is the thing I pick here. Let's see. Slime boss. A couple of camps at the end there. 3 fights into... Yeah, we can do that. I like this right here. We got a relic. Omamori. Okay, we can actually go for an extra couple events then instead. Oh my goodness. How's that for an open turn? Takes him out, at least. It is a lousy fight. Oh my goodness. Although... Sever's Soul isn't terrible. Spot weakness is really, really good. We're gonna take it. Find some potions. Good potion. We're gonna just instead block 5 here instead. Because we can probably just take him out over the course of the next 2 turns anyways. He's dead most of the time here. Distilled over the plated steel for sure. Perfect Strike or Wild Strike? So, Wild Strike is 17 for 1 when upgraded. Perfected Strike is... 1824 for 2 when upgraded. And it doesn't have the obvious downside. But Wild Strike is a little bit better in the later parts of the game compared to Perfected Strike, in my opinion. Because you have more tools to deal with the trash, and ideally you have card draw and that nature. I've become a bit of a Wild Strike enjoyer, so I think we're just gonna take it. I do like the Whirlwind here as actually what? No, we're gonna. I don't even know why I didn't do this. We're just gonna go back and we're gonna pick up the Whirlwind instead. Because I'm gonna get the upgrade, and yes, at its worst, it's a less good cleave, but that's okay. Ooh, obtain a relic, but I get to ignore the curse. Yes, Nunchaku, definitely good. Do I have a shop anywhere along this road? I do not. We will remove a strike. And then we will upgrade the Whirlwind. Right now, our game plan is just kind of Strength Build and Whirlwind, which is not a great game plan, but it's not a bad one. We win 50% of the time here, or 60% of the time here. Snecko Oil. Not as good as either of those, in my opinion. We don't really need the cleave. I do like the Perfected Strike here, though. Alright. We just rush. I draw the Whirlwind, I just play it. Alright, so this is 24. If I get plus 3 strength, it becomes 11 times 2, which is 22, which is still enough. I take an extra 5 damage for that, but this speeds up the process significantly. And there it is. I actually get... There's a small chance that I would actually be able to kill that. Small chance. It was 2 cards that would get me there. Unfortunate about the Nunchaku. Matryoshka. Okay, we got three really good cards here, but I think the best one here is the Uppercut. We're not really exhausting anything. We just finished dealing with the elite that does benefit from having us do exhaust stuff. Uppercut is going to be good. Boss. The Boot. Useful into some things, like this right here. Alright, unfortunate. We're not going to have the spot weakness on turn 2. Damage. Next turn, I think, is actually a better turn to start. Because I get the guaranteed extension. Although I could have argued getting the weakness on that turn, so it might have been actually better. But taking 20 here is not the worst thing in the world. So this does 28. This does 22. Actually, this does 31. So it actually does more damage now. Same mana cost. Oh, 32. Alright, it's about the same. Alright. We do Bash Strike here. 18 damage, we can definitely get 18 damage here. Oh, yeah. Smiling Mask. Very nice. I don't want any of that, I don't think. Liquid Memory's over either of those. No. We're gonna smith the Uppercut. Perfect, an extra 5 block. This is not a nice turn. Go for the half measure. I'm gonna just go for the win. Limit Break. That's a good card. If I have 2 spot weaknesses up, it's immediately worth it. It's as good as a spot weakness at its worst. Actually, if we do this, we can just keep doubling. Yeah. Alright, bit of a rough encounter. Follow-up turn is gonna suck, I think. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, that's good. We just win. Power Through? It's a good block card. Headbutt, on the other hand. With these, I don't need the rest. We're gonna smith them. We're gonna smith this spot weakness to give us +1 more strength every turn that we use it. We are going to use this, though. I fear my safety. Alright, let's see here. It's worth it. Oh yeah, that was definitely worth it. Getting the perfect strike out of there. Oh gosh, that is an awful turn. Okay, so I'm living, at the very least. Dear me. Uh, 24 damage. Do I live? No, I don't if I play that. Uh, 16 damage instead. Yeah. I live with 3 or 4. 3. Okay. Do this, get the whirlwind, and we just win next turn. Thank goodness for those potions. That was a rough immediate turn. Holy. Getting smacked for 34. Okay. 3 really good options here. However, I don't have the defense. I don't have the structure to support Demon Form at this time. Fiendfire is always just good. Our damage is pretty alright at this time, but we really, really, really need some card draw. And Offering is going to do that for us. There is a world where the hammer is correct, where the fusion hammer is correct here. Especially over something like the Philo Stone or the Cube. The Cube is good, but I think it's the hammer for the extra energy. We have a bit of a cost-heavy deck right now. Yeah. So we're looking for cards at raw value. And because they're never going to get upgraded. We could potentially take on that elite up there. We have a fair bit of gold. We're not going to be going for rest sites as much, except heal. So this right here is not a particularly great path. More like this instead. Or like this instead, depending upon what our state. So I think we can afford to go here, get this shop, because I'll probably I may have a bunch of money depending upon how this goes. And then we can go to here or here, either or. And then continue onwards and then go this way. Smack this guy. I'm willing to take a little bit of damage here. It always just feels bad. This just knocks the entire crew down. And then anything kills these guys at this point. Excellent. It's 0. Well, I mean, if you're gonna offer me a Bloodletting Plus, who am I to disagree? Lose 8, gain 50 gold. Yeah. That pushes me into potentially rare relic range. Okay. So, we're not generating waste, but being able to just play out the waste is always nice. Armaments is a kind of a big pickup here. War Paint is also a large pickup here. I have 1 skill that I really want upgrades, so it's probably going to hit. It hits And the disarm is really good. So I think the play here is I do want this medical kit. Like, I really want this medical kit. But I don't have that kind of money. I can get 2 relics and 2 cards at best. And I think it's medical kit, feel no pain, disarm. Oh, I can still remove? Oh, awesome. Remove a strike. There we go. Limit break. This does 16 times whatever. Do I just take 3 damage? This would be 6 times 16. That's more than enough. Very good. The Thunderclap is tempting here. But I think we're going to pass off because I need some blocking. Oh, here? Okay, we got to fight anyways. I think I should have bashed the Chosen, actually. More block, which I still take a ton here. I should have just played the block potion. That was stupid. Playing the block potion would have given it just, it's just 12 health there. Alright. Adding in armaments would be good. Sometimes. I think we'll take the armaments here just for the extra block card, and it helps with the fact that I can't upgrade anything anymore. We go to the camp first, we rest. And we fight. Feel no pain. Offering. Bash. Armaments. One of the defense. Play it. Take 0 damage this turn. Unfortunately, those cards are kind of useless to me. Uppercuts to defend the whirlwind. Not an ideal turn, but it's the best turn I can kind of come up with at the time. What am I drawing here? Okay. I want to spot weakness next turn. So, disarm. Spot weakness, defend, defend. We are living, barely. And then we hopefully kill this upcoming turn. Really? Alright. Nope. Just dead. The book is stabbing. Ah. Alright. Excuse me. Alright. Oh, boy. Alright, I think that's going to be it for me today. Thank you, everybody, for swinging by that did. Hope you had enjoyed your stay. Special shout out to Rushuzu and Pine Forest Za and for the follows. And I will be back maybe tonight. Until next time, guys, appreciate y'all and have a good day.